Ey, no, no voy a decir nada. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, testing. The test is on. Other 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. All right. I'm just inviting everybody else to join me. We will start. We will start in about 2 minutes. Oh boy. Okay. So how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome, man. Welcome to Learn to Trade weekly live shows. Yeah, there's a lot to cover this week or today, so we are going to do just that. I'm sorry. I've been up since 2:30. Hey, Galgu, how are you? Andrew, Jan, and Lee. How's everybody? The usual suspects. Justin from Netherlands, how are you? I love the Netherlands. Danny B, howdy, cowboy. Hello, Amin. All right, a lot of yo. How are you, Zvonimir? I know I butchered that, but hey, how are you? Welcome. Shijaz. Nas Extra. I'm totally new to this, but I like what I hear. Well, now you're going to form your own opinion. Fagadi, how are you? Amin from Egypt. Egypt in the house. UK in the house, Andy. Indonesia in the house. I love Bali. I've been there. I love Indonesia. One of my best dives was there. I dove a shipwreck. Abdullah, how are you? Antonius, Bakker, Andrew, US dollar, Swiss franc still on track. Yep, William from Canada. Canada in the house. Greece in the house. Singapore in the house. Hello, thank you for the roses. I don't know what's happening with US dollar, Swiss franc. We're going to have a look, mate. Can you give us future trade signals in your VIP group? Yeah, sure. I mean, when we have setups, we will give you some. The reason that we only sent one signal today is because we already had two pending orders and two signals open, right? And there wasn't a lot of setups today. Hello from Thailand. Thailand in the house. Oman, Oman, Oman. I don't know what that is. South America in the house. Guyana. That's French Guyana. I have joined from Dubai. Dubai in the house. Tunisia. Salut mon ami. Latvia in the house. Iran. Malaysia in the house. South Africa. That's the country I want to visit. Everybody knows that, right? Malaysia in the house. UK and Greece. I like the energy. Yeah. Hello from India. India in the house. Why we don't have some signals during FEP with and through news? Because you're going to get caught in the noise. Because from the moment I place my own trade because I trade my signals. And I write the signal, and I send the signal, and you see the signal, and you place the trade, price has already moved. And I'm not gonna send you signals before the news announcement. That's just burning money. Jordan in the house, Malaysia. Miami Beach in the house. Yeah. And Zimbabwe. Hey traders, how's everybody doing? So yeah. Hey, thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. Johnny Dice. All right. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Yeah, if you have any questions, like always, just post it on the chat. Happy to be here. All right, welcome to the team, Chetan Yanda Walker. Yep, everybody in the house. All right, cool. So let's have a look at what we have here, right? All right, so let's have a look at the US dollar. I mean, it has been quite quiet today. Yeah, I mean, it has been quiet for the US dollar for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the past week or so, right? I am still expecting more downside on the USD, right? And we're going to look at the 4-hour chart. Just to have a look at this, okay? So after hitting that, what is this? What is this lock on my screen? I don't know. So after hitting those highs at the 92.40, right? At the 92.40 right here, after the announcement that the Fed was going to keep on. No, that the Fed, yeah, silver long is still on track. Is still on track. That the Fed was going to taper. It's a round of QE. That means that it was going to hike interest rates at least twice by 2023. Price on the US dollar shot up. Right. We hit a very big area, a very big key level. In my opinion, those. What was it? Let me grab my crosshair tool. There's something wrong with my my charts, right? Hold on. I don't know what's going on, but it's locked. The bottom of my chart is locked. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll work it around. So when we hit those highs early in March, well, price just started to come down, right? And if we go back to the 4-hour chart, right, you can see that, I mean, the past couple of weeks have been a little bit choppy, right? This is the monthly, the past month, the last week's worth of trading, right? And the past couple of days have been very choppy, right? But we are still very much in what it looks like a in what it looks like a bear continuation flag, right? Now let's go to the hourly so I can show you what I'm looking at. You know, because fundamentally speaking, we are still very much bearish on the US dollar, right? And the reason we are still bearish on the USD is because the Fed also said on FOMC day that they were going to keep their asset purchasing program at the same level, and they were going to maintain rates to zero, close to zero, right? So that is extremely and utterly bearish for the USD. And so the reaction that we had, the bullish reaction that we had on the DXY was just that a reaction to a future possible hike, rate hike, right? So inflation is already here, and the pace of the quantitative easing program is already here. So I am looking for shorts on the USD. Now, this is not what I want to show you. What I want to show you is this, right? So the upside is being capped. The upside on the USD is being capped by the weekly pivot at that 92 level, right? The downside on the USD is being capped by the 91.58 level, but I see this possible bearish formation going on here on the US dollar. We are going to look for US dollar shorts this week, and US dollar shorts only, unless the USD, and that is, I mean, I just told you what I think, right? But you have to trade what you see. So no one knows that the USD, if the USD is going to continue down. That is just my reasoning, right? But if buyers are strong enough to keep the US dollar above the 92 level, we are going to look for buys in the USD, right? Now, let's go and let's have a look at metals, very boring metals. Our long in silver is still very much in play. I'm going to go very quickly on silver because we do have a VIP signal there, but I want to show you that our levels are still very much not being invalidated. So what we are looking here on the daily, what we are looking here on the daily is this level right here. Why? Because after we started to move up right here, and we hit those lows, this is where we picked up big buyers to move price up all the way from these lows to these highs for about 11.86%. So this is pretty much where we are going and are finding buyers again after that big sell-off on FOMC day, right? This is FOMC day, this is the day after, and Friday's close, right? After those 3 very bearish days, this is where we have found buyers, and at the same time, this is the lows. These lows are the very much highs on the DXY. So this setup is still very much valid. On the 4-hour chart, this what concerns me a little bit on the 4-hour chart is this. I don't know what that is. Yes. Well, is this is looking like a flag, right? So I'm going to reassess this silver long by the end of the day, and it depends on how the US dollar closes and how silver closes, right? But right now we are still trading above that weekly pivot, above above those highs, etc. I'm sorry. Right, so that was silver. Gold is different. Gold is quite different, right? Different but the same, right? Gold, on the other hand, this level in gold is massive, right? I haven't found a true entry to send you guys, but I will. Don't worry, right? But if you look at here, this is the zone that buyers jumped into this market in the past to take price in gold to all-time highs. So let's calculate from that level to all-time highs. We hit a 17.20% move, right? Then after price started to easily grind down, right? We hit this very big bearish move, right, in gold that hit this exact same zone. Then after that very bearish move, I'm sorry, gold went up 11%. And then again, the last time that we were here, after a little bit of consolidation, boom, buyers jumped in and price shot up 9.3%. So this is what I'm expecting here to happen again on this level in gold, and more so because of this. Let me just go ahead and thicken this chart out for you. More so because of this, right? This is FOMC day. This is the day after, and this is Friday, right? And this is Monday, I think. No, this Sunday candle. I don't know. But the thing is that after such a bearish weekly close, we had a massive bullish engulfing. If we look at the weekly, you can see that this is going to look like a doji on the weekly. last week's worth of price action is going to look like a doji. Right. No. Last week's worth of price action, it's even bullish, right? With this week's candle opening higher, right? Opening higher. This is quite interesting because this week's candle on the weekly, right? Open higher than last week's, right? Because the week before opened right at the bottom or at the close of that FOMC weekly, right? This week's open higher, and we are grinding higher. So that is quite good. I will do the Nasdaq, but it's hips away. Don't worry, I'll do it, but not right now. So yeah, that's what I like about gold. On the hourly, it looks awful, right? We need. I know it looks awful, but it looks very bullish to me. We need these highs to break eventually in order for us to be able to look for longs. But this was also quite interesting. That hourly candle on Sunday, right here, this one right here, was very bearish. And again, we printed below 1771, which was quite worried, right? But then immediately the immediate next candle was a very bullish candle that bought price up. So yeah, you can see that there is a lot of buyers protecting these lows in gold, and again a lot of sellers protecting these highs. But just by the look of it, and because I expect more downside on the USD, I am looking for longs in metals this week. I'll send you guys on the VIP only. Well, on the VIP, I'll send you that that signal. And well, if you want to be part of the VIP, there is a link below this video. There's a link below this video if you want to join the VIP club or the VIP group. It's only £35 a month, and you get all of our signals, daily analysis, etc. Right, so that is metals, guys. That's metals. Let's have a look at some. Yeah. All right. So this is the US dollar Swiss franc trade that we are currently in with the VIPs. The trade is very much valid, as you can see. Don't be afraid if the trade, takes on a little bit of water. This is a perfect flag play. This is a perfect flag play, and we'll keep it on unless we get invalidated by hitting stop losses. That's the entire idea. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. I don't trade that market. I'm sorry. I don't trade that market. Yeah, I decided that I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do markets that I don't trade, because what's the point of me telling you, levels or anything about markets that I don't trade? But can you tell me, when you trade the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, what currency are you trading? What currency are you trading there? Are you trading the New Zealand dollar? Are you trading a Japanese yen move, etc.? That's important to know, right? Yeah. So let's move on and let's have a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So the US dollar Japanese yen, this is quite interesting too, right? And the reason this is quite interesting, people, is because we are rejecting this very, very important level, the 111, right? Now on the daily, the US dollar Japanese yen keeps grinding higher and higher and higher, right? But the thing about this is that this level is quite a strong level. If we well this, and of course the strongest level is the 1175. I wouldn't. I'm not still looking for shorts on the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen. But if our theory of U.S. dollar shorts pans out this week, I will definitely be looking for shorts in the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen. Now, we are still trading inside of a very structured move on the U.S. dollar Japanese yen. I need to test myself on what? Yeah, I'll do the Nasdaq, don't worry. But later, hold on. I need to test myself on what, Costo? So yeah, we are trading side of a very structured move on the US dollar Japanese yen, right? Very structured bullish move. Now this is quite interesting. All right, this is the 4-hour chart. This is no longer in play, and of course this is no longer in play. Oh no! I have huge allergies, and I've had allergies since I was a little boy, and this is the this is the allergy. I'm not sure if you want to get tested. Yeah, this is the allergy season for me. Yeah. So the US dollar Japanese yen looks very good for shorts actually on the 4-hour chart. No man, hey, I love the jokes, dude. Go ahead. I have a big sense of humor. I would have done the same joke. So yeah, I'll do the Aussie yen. I'll do the New Zealand dollars versus the US dollar. Now about this, what do you guys see here? Now, I see a massive opportunity for shorts, right? Why? Now, and hear me out. I'm going to explain all of my thought process, and I'm going to take that trade. You can follow that signal if it makes sense to you, or you can scratch it. But I will take that trade, and I'll show you why. I'm also going to send that trade to the VIP group only, so if you are a free user and are on this show, you're more than welcome to take that free trade. But I'm not sending it to the free group. So I'm looking the US dollar Japanese yen hitting those highs, right? The last time that we were trading here, after a market that was in control by bulls, price went from the highs at around what was it? 110.97.8. It went down 3.17%, right? I'm not saying that this is going to happen now. No, I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that we hit the same level. We faked out of that level. This is last week's highs, and we open lower, right? This week's highs are lower than last week's highs, and we printed a new lower high. Now, this is interesting. I know. Also, this 4-hour bearish candle is important because it has engulfed all of the price action of this week, this week's candles, right? But we haven't still broken with this week's lows. So my entry would be short, of course, below the this week's lows, below that candle right here, and my stops would be above this week's highs, with my first targets around the 0980, not to be greedy, right, around these levels, for a quick 1 to 1.2 risk to reward ratio trade. Now, if we break with this structure, there is the high possibility that we are going to be testing the next key level around the 109.22, but we don't know if we are going to break that. That's why we are going to take profits here. So I will take that trade at the moment with you guys. You're more than welcome to trade it with us or not. If it doesn't make sense, why would you, right? Yep. This is cool. So just a little sneak peek of this is our Bitcoin trade on the MAM. We took that breakout of the 200 SMA. So let me just change accounts to our signals account, and let's take that trade. So let me hear what you think. That's good, Mohammed. Let me hear what you think about this short on the US dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, right on the chat. No, I don't think we have another promotion, Mohammed. But yeah, let me hear what you think about that that trade. Are you taking the signal or not? Does it make sense to you or not? So here's the signals account, and let's take that trade, right? All right. So view, toolbar, charts, right. So we are going to be entering at the 110.45. Yeah. Indicator list. Position size calculator. Right. 110.45. And our stop loss is about the 111. All right. 111. Cool. So that's the trade. That's the trade. Our targets are going to be these lows right here at the 109.80 we said. So we're targeting about a 65 pip move with a 55 pip stop loss. Right. So let me take that trade. View, toolbar, standard. Cool. With a 0.10 lot size, because we only risk 1%, sell stop 110.45, 111, no, I'm sorry, 111, and 109.80. Right, so here it is. That's the trade. Let me just set it here to the VIPs. Again, if you want to be part of the VIP group, mates, you should most definitely click the link below. It's only 35 bucks a month, 35 pounds, right? It's only 35 pounds a month. I don't know what's stopping you, because the value that you get is amazing, right? You get, I'll show you. Let me just send this, right? So the entry is 110.45. Stop loss is 111. And the TP should be 109.80, right? Cool. The risk is 1 to 2.6, and there you go. Boom. Signal sent to the VIP. Yo. You know what? We'll make it a free signal alert since you guys Well, took it with us. We'll make it free for everybody. That's right. We are very, very nice people here at Learn to Trade. So that's the US dollar Japanese yen. I hope that it makes sense to you. This is how we trade, you know. You know. Not necessarily, Aaron. Not necessarily. You know. Hey, Jacob. All right. So this is how we do. This is what we trade. You know. This is a very, very good setup too. Let's have a look at the pound. What the pound has done. The pound. I'm still bullish on the pound. You know. I am still bullish on the pound. Even after the super dovish monetary policy report out of the Bank of England last week, I'm still very much bullish on the pound. And the hourly, well, I haven't found any entries, you know. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see what happens. I like that the pound is holding that 138.70 level. You know, we are trading in what seems to be a bullish structure, immediate structure, right? That seems to be a flag. Maybe we get an entry tomorrow. If true buyers jump in here, we might enter at the break of the highs, but I don't know yet. This is still very much in the first steps. But I like the upside on the pound. The US dollar, Canadian dollar, we're looking for sales on the USD CAD, right? Why? Well, let's have a look at the daily. You know, the daily, this market is super weak. The CAD is super strong against the US dollar, as you can see. And the US dollar is weak, so this market makes for a great short opportunity. Now, this move to the upside was only that FOMC statement, you know, reaction. So the upside, the 4-hour chart looks very much like this on the US dollar CAD. And last week I was looking for shorts here. Let me show you the one that I was looking for. This one right here. And I didn't send it to you because I didn't like how price action was. I didn't like how price was traded around these lows. And we would have been stopped out. But I didn't send it. But I'm still looking for those shorts in the sense that I am looking at this continuation pattern, right? So tomorrow we might have some short opportunities on the US dollar CAD. I will be sending those to the VIPs only, so please, if you want to trade with us, just subscribe to the VIP channel. Yep, that's what you need to do. But you know, the reason that most Mondays. Hold on, I'm just sending the alert to the free channel because you know I am that good of a person. Forward. No. Forward. All right, cool. So this is it. Yeah, you know, Mondays to me are usually a little bit slow, and today was even slower because of the DXY, the US dollar being trapped inside of that range, and because there were no news, right, that were going to really move the markets. What we haven't done for its factory, what we haven't done is look at the news this week, right? So today there were no news that were going to move the markets, but what we're going to do is just have a quick look at this week's uh, news. So tomorrow, we have nothing very much. We have consumer confidence out of the U.S. That's good, you know. Then we have CPI flash estimates. What's By the end of the week, we are going to have that ISM manufacturing PMI out of the U.S. This is a very important, you know, and the non-farm payrolls, you know, and the employment rate, etc. So not a heavy week until the last part of the week, you know, the last few days of the week. So we might get in on a very slow week, but we will still be trading it, right? So this short on the US dollar CAD is still very much in play, and but I mean it's going to be for tomorrow, guys, because I don't see it developing today. The New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Someone asked me about this, so let's have a look. Oh boy, I don't know. Let's have a look at this. I'm not a fan of trading the New Zealand dollar or the Aussie dollar for that matter, mate. You know, I don't trade these markets. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't even drink tea, but you know, I'm a coffee guy. So this is pretty much shorts. I'm looking at possible shorts. You know, yeah, I like the short side of the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar continuation. Now, if we look at the 4-hour chart, this looks extremely bearish. You know, the immediate structure just broke right here, this flag. Now, what concerns me on the short side is that we're still trading above that weekly pivot, and the weekly pivot acted as a support. Also, that this level was not broke with. You know, this is the immediate level that should break in my eyes. No, this one, this one right here. This is the level that should break in my eyes in order for price to start really going down, right around the 70.26. So around the weekly pivot. So if this level breaks, yes, I will look for shorts. If not, I wouldn't look for longs, right? Unless we break with last week's highs. If we break with last week's highs, we would be breaking with the midterm structure that is printing new weekly lows. It looks, I mean, it looks like this weekly low is going to break with, because every time that we have a weekly high, we have a very strong move to the downside, which hasn't happened yet, right? But we are in that gray zone in the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar that we don't have any direction at the moment, right? So if price breaks with the to the downside with that level that I showed you, yep, we might get a new red week in our hands. But if we break to the upside, we might be on a reversal after the bounce of that 69.49 level. Again, I don't trade this market, but that's what I'm looking at. Euro USD, yeah, we had a long that got stopped out for a 9 pip loss. I have to put that on the group. That's fine, right? That is completely and utterly fine. I see nothing. I don't see anything on the US dollar versus on the Euro USD. Yo, so any questions? Any thoughts about that US dollar Japanese yen short idea that was sent out? All right, nothing. Cool. So Aussie, I'm not even going to go through the Aussie. I hate it. All right, I'll do it. Same story that the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, right? Middle of nowhere, in my opinion. If we break with the week's lows, we are bearish. If we break with last week's highs, I wouldn't buy, but yeah. That's the thing. Let's do Aussie yen. Finally. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, me too, Nico. Me too. So Aussie yen, look at this shit. All right, Aussie yen on the daily doesn't say much. On the 4-hour chart, though, this is a beautiful short opportunity that we just missed on the Aussie yen. We should have entered at the break of these lows with a tight stop. That move is already gone. Don't chase that move. You're gonna get burned. Burned. Oh boy. You are going to get burned. This was. I mean, I didn't see this today. Well, it happens. This was a very nice break of the last 2 days of consolidation. Very, very nice break of the last 2 days of consolidation. Tight stops. This is a good continuation level. No, there's nothing on Discord, Lutanglo. So, this move is already gone, but nice. Nice short setup there. Euro yen. So the euro yen, we had a long last week. We bought that. We bought this break. I remember, and we closed our trade around these levels before price started to move lower, which was a good thing, right? I'm still looking for the upside in the euro yen, even though it's not very clear now. I was actually looking for a flag play on the euro yen, but it didn't pan out. I think we still are in a elongated flag, if you want to call it that. I don't know. But the thing is that there is no level to the downside to play with. So I'm not interested in this market anymore, and more so because we are short on the U.S. dollar versus the yen. U.S. dollar. Oh boy. All right. So I'm sending a signal on the U.S. dollar Mexican peso to the VIPs only. I'm sorry if that is a problem. If you want that trade, just subscribe. It's that easy. Right. Let's look at the Nasdaq. Yeah, new all-time highs. What do you want to do? What is it that you want to do with the Nasdaq on all-time highs? There's nothing you can't do. You can't trade this. I mean, that move is already gone. Here, that should have been my trade. But that move is already gone. So no, I have a long. I have a long on the Dow that I took exactly. I'm gonna give you the exact level. I'm gonna show you actually. I just need to change the account. All right. The Dow. And the reason that I want to show you this is because, cool. So here it is. Hold on. So this is my long of the Dow. I'm still holding it, right? Even though, actually, I'm gonna move this. It has to be. I don't know why it's a break even. So this is my long of the Dow. The reason that I'm showing you this is because I'm still very much long the Dow, and I think that we're going to have an opportunity to buy the Dow again. With the VIPs, we bought that. I mean, we took that exact same trade and we closed it at the highs, right? If you remember, if you're a VIP, you will remember that beautiful trade. If you are just part of the free group, well, you didn't take that trade with us, and you missed out. Stop missing out. There's a link below this video for you to join. So we are in the make it or break it zone for the Dow, right? Just look at this. This is a make it or break it zone on the Dow. It looks like we are going to be moving down to the next key level, which are these highs right here. You know, everything above those two levels, the 3,400, 34,000 level, is bullish to me. I'm still looking for longs on the Dow to add to my long position because I am planning to trade that to all-time highs. Now on the hourly, it looks very bearish, but I mean, I really don't care if I get stopped out at break even on this trade because I have a plan, and I'm just following that plan, you know. So the S&P 500 looking very bearish at the top. That being said, please do not short the S&P 500 or me being on me saying, oh, I already did the GBP USD, Alan. Please don't short the S&P 500 because you heard me saying that it looks bearish at the top. I'm just saying that because it doesn't look like anything at all. So the Nasdaq we already did. The Russell 2000, there was a short move on the Russell 2000. I'm not too keen of shorting equities at the moment. You know, not even for short-term moves. Even though this Dow move could have been yeah, but you know, to me this is a scalp. I don't scalp the market. If I'm comfortable enough taking a long position and holding through a pullback, I'm not gonna trade that pullback because my bias is still long. You know, the Russell 2000. I'm still looking for long entries. I did miss the long entry. Where was it? I think it wasn't right here. That was a shame because I was waiting for that long entry for a while, but I got a little bit under the weather last week and I missed that. Now the Russell is retesting this key level. Looks like it's going to penetrate that level and going down. I don't know if this level holds. Maybe tomorrow we will find some longs on the Russell, but I don't know. I still don't know. Right? Let's finish up with some cryptocurrencies. Yeah, that's a big push on Bitcoin. Yep. So, vamos a ver. This is a big push on Bitcoin. Bitcoin struggling to break with this first level, the 35,000 level. This very first level of resistance, right? Now, if Bitcoin finally breaks with this level, right? The next level that I see some actual resistance or actual sellers jumping in or buyers taking profits is the 3,800 level. Now, let me show you this on the 4-hour chart because much cleaner, right? Right here. 3,800 level, but the thing about this is that Bitcoin could actually reach that 3,800 level and still stay inside of that bearish structure. But should Bitcoin break with the 3,800 level, the next one that I see would be the 42,000 level. So heads up to everything that I just said. Ethereum on the other side is quite stronger than Bitcoin because Ethereum is up 6.36%, Bitcoin up 7.67%. But ratio wise, this move is so much stronger than Bitcoin. But the thing is that I didn't have a setup to buy into this weakness in Ethereum, and I did on Bitcoin. So that's the reason that I took that Bitcoin trade and not the Ethereum one. So yeah, that's me. That's me. I do believe that we are going to the upside. uh, we're going to rally if that first level, that 35,000 level breaks in Bitcoin. You know, pretty confident on this move because of the highest probability trade is to the upside because of the flat triangle being created. Pretty simple. Buyers are jumping in higher and higher. We might get I'm sorry, we might get a new leg down before the actual breakup, which is completely and utterly fine with me. I'm looking this as a long-term trade. And unless we break with these lows, I am still on a long position, right? So thank you for joining me. Again, if you're not part of the VIP team, if you are not part of the VIP team, well, there's a link below this video. It's only 35 pounds per month. You get a lot of stuff. I'll show you. Of course, you get our trade ideas. You get a lot of analysis, all of our trade ideas, and you get when it. I'll show you what happened on Bank of England Day. You get news to the second. You know, these are the comments on inflation from the Bank of England, which were extremely dovish. So we knew that the pound was going to go down. So if you want that, just join with the link below this video. And thank you for joining me. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.